Alright, okay, I think we're all set. Whew. Hey, howdy, Xavier. Good to see you in the chat. Hey, Mercy. Good to see you, too. Hope you're doing okay. I have to read what you got for the astrologer doc, and there's stuff I would add, but I think I'll wait until you have it mostly done, in case you haven't forgotten around to it yet. I mean, if it's not in my outline yet, it's probably a good chance that I either have forgotten about it, or I'm not aware of it, or something to that effect. Let's see. Let's see. I have separated out the astrologer stuff with the Carians into its own thing, because it turns out, chat, my document is glitched, and it stops counting after, like, a certain point, and it gets, like, locked into that page count for, like, half of the document. So, I actually had, like, twice as many pages as I thought I did. I was like, oh, so when I put Carians in their own separate thing, I already have, like, 17, 18 pages for it. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Uh-huh. Interesting how the lunar estate's divided. No, I have that included, Xavier. That's in there. I mentioned it in passing for the Kari stuff, but yeah, it's in there. I should probably, yeah, include, like, the full thing, at least an outline, in the actual astrologer doc, though, now that the Kari stuff is cut out. Yeah, what I think what's gonna happen is that, if I haven't already, I'm gonna have to post the latest Karia draft as its separate thing, and then have the astrologer draft as it's also a separate thing. So that way it's two easier documents to look over. Are there no bodies here? Yeah, it's also the witch statue. Which is why I mentioned the Karia thing. Yeah, I gotta include the two updated separate drafts. 'Cause it's gonna be easier if you could focus on, like, okay, here's all the stuff related to Karia, and then here's all the stuff related to astrologers, and if you guys think there's any that would be more worthy for one or the other, you can mention it. Just beat Concert Radon the last 2 hours. Now I get to see a Loki stream. What a good day. Awesome. Cool to see. Theo? Don't recall if you've been in here before. Sorry, my goldfish memory, but welcome on in. I cannot find a corpse here, chat. That's interesting to me. I wonder why they divided up their ruins in two. My first thought is, okay, is one for the servants? But no, that's what the Moonfolk ruins would be for, right? Like, you wouldn't need facilities for your servants if they can do it at home. Yeah, I'm not finding any corpses in this one. One's the Menshan and the rest are buildings? No. Well, maybe. maybe you could get away with saying that this is like a mansion, maybe. I don't know, it still feels like it's separate house buildings, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. It's similar to this. The other thing I noticed that's really different between these two is the floor plans. Right? There's a lot less flooring here, to my... no, you know, there's still a good amount. It's not as much, because it's more fractured and stuff here, but it's still a good amount. Yeah, there's a lot more elevated stuff here, as you can see. Right? It definitely feels like it's two separate little towns. The best I can think of is that it's the explanation for why some of the nobles got to escape to the moon ruins, because they could, like, if there's no corpses here or something like that, you can make the argument that not a lot of people died here. At least it's supposed to signal how, compared to here, this place got hit first after the Moonfolk ruins, and then the nobles kind of escaped through the back here, right? They kind of just went around. Then they went to the Moonfolk ruins, hoping for help from their servants. Saw that the servants were also dead, and were like, "Well, I guess we hunker down here." Do we think the Karians are the gold ore behind their destruction? Because different connotations depending on their destruction. No. I think the cause of this is the dragons. It's the dragons which have glintstone from eating glintstone sorcerers. Yeah, dragons. That seems to be the idea. So, again, this is something I'm going over in the Karian thesis I'm working on. What looks like happened was that back when Karia Manor was still a farm colonist facility, now I don't think it was because of Marika and Godfrey pushing out some of the foreign colonies, right? And then establishing a foothold here. I think that this happened before Marika got involved. I think what happened was you had the farm colonies wanting to extend their hunts off the plateau, right? So they've been doing their hunts here on the mountaintops, and they got the one facility there. Then they start, like, going around, they move all the way around here, right? And they got all their stuff happening here. But they said, okay, we want to do the hunts of the dragons in Liurnia now. So they built their castle, and they're starting to, you know, do their thing. Renala maneuvers herself to befriend the dragons as a result. It's like, hey, I know you guys are getting, like, you know, hunted or assaulted by these guys, right? You know, hey, come under my wing of protection. I promise I'm going to stop this and make it so you're never going to get hunted again, right? So that all sounds well and good. They make an oath with her, so she's able to do that oath-sworn dragon thing during her boss fight, right? And that's when they were normal dragons. That's why that's the Phantom. Then, fast forward a bit, all the way to now, and we see that the Academy is creating a bunch of balloons using dragon wing skin, right? So it's very obvious what happened. They've now been hunting some of the dragons and using their body parts for the purposes of creating these balloons for their war against Karia and stuff. And Karia, with Renala, you know, being impotent as she is, like, they're not getting, nothing's happening, right? Like, nothing's happening on Karia's front. They're just basically letting this happen for all intents and purposes. So the dragons that are alive are like, hey, what the hell? Fuck you. So they burn down the Moonfolk ruins. They burn down the Moon Noble ruins. And like I said, some of the Moon Nobles seem to have escaped. They went to the Moonfolk ruins, see that the Moonfolk, their servants that would be, you know, working, living here, right, have already been killed in there. And then they hunker down and they have all these traps and stuff set out and all that, right? Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, exactly, right? And that's the explanation for why they're all glintstone dragons, because they've eaten a bunch of the Moon Noble. Oh, oops. The Moon Nobles are a bunch of sorcerers, and therefore the sorcerer's glintstone gets devoured by the dragons, right? And we see something similar with Smarog, except Smarog seems like he's like, fuck you, burns down, he burns down, like, you know, a bunch of the trees and stuff next to, like, the Moon Temple and things, and we see how the Moon Temple's, like, kind of sunken in ruin. It doesn't look like ruin, though, so I don't know if, like, they fought him off or something or what have you, but, like, basically we have a bunch of the burnt trees here, and then, like, he's just, like, chilling here, and then there's the Moon Temple and stuff that's basically collapsed and everything. So we have a good idea what's happened there. The biggest problem with getting shots for this area, though, is is all the red because of the end game state. Yeah, this really sucks. Granted, I could always... Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's gonna be really hard getting the shot I want to. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to restart this and put this during daytime. Yeah, so that's the most reasonable explanation based on the environment we have here. Oh my god, I keep on going to the village. I just see it so close by and be like, yeah, this is great. I completely forget that the village is right below. Especially the dragon with the dark blue glintstone, usually associated with Carians. Is that the one that serves Ronnie, or is that a separate one, Xavier? But yeah, usually got like the actual like deep blue, you know, like, you know, I guess you could say even like true blue instead of the light blue like we see here. Right? Yes, gotcha. That one, you know what? Now that you mentioned that, Xavier, if I had to guess, that one's probably responsible for reducing the three sisters to ruins. That would be the best explanation for that. You know, burns down these facilities. Ronnie comes in and stops him, right? Basically agrees to serve. Alright, so... Ah, there you are. That works. That works. Adela's an eye under Ronnie's service, though? Yeah, but she had to beat him into submission before he did that. And the fact he's a glintstone dragon kind of tells you what he was doing up until Ronnie did that. Yeah, exactly the point. Yeah, Ronnie had to make him be like, oh, okay, this one's still in control. Sure, I'll serve you, lady. Uh-huh. Ah, damn. Go a little farther. Oh my god, still not far enough. Okay, fine, we'll do it this way. Oh my... I hate it! I still think it's really funny that these mines are made with short swords, which the astrologer class starts with. That is funny. If I ever get the chance to work that in somewhere, I will. I think I can because I'm mentioning the mines in astrologers thing? No, because I'd have to mention like the astrologers and this would be in car. No, yeah, no. Damn. There you go. Be cool if we could use that as an ash of war. Yeah, something like put down a magic phantom fake sword as like a landmine there, and then like let it just stay there up to maximum of like maybe 3 or something like that. Or you have to charge in order to put an additional one, right? There we go. There we go. A particular. Oh wait, is it because of? It's because my leg is crossed. There we go. There we go. Hello? Hello? Okay, let me unplug this, plug you back in. There we go. Yeah, Karians love their sword sorceries, for sure. Let's see. There's nothing else really notable about this area other than the nobles, which are actually here. So, I think the idea would be I should try to trigger some of this. Let's turn down the speed. There we go. Mushrooms! There's mushrooms here? I mean, cool, I guess. I don't know how notable that is, though, in particular. Oh! Legit jump scared me. What's amazing to me, though, is these use the Academy crest instead of the Karian, surprisingly enough. Did they change it a patch? I'm not aware. I would assume no. There we go. I see, because they fire off glintstone shards instead of glint blades. That makes sense. Actually, I have to correct that thing, because in Kari I say glint blades, but no. Yeah. Damn. That's not gonna work, okay. Yeah, it's really hard to deal when I'm working. I'm working and trying to, against this and my own character, right? There we go. Is that a comet spell? It might be. Again, it's hard to tell. Because I don't have the models like side by side for comparison. Yeah, no worries about misunderstanding. We all do it. Yeah, I'm not happy with this. Yeah. It pierces you, it should be. As in, like, goes through the body instead of stopping. We'll try that then. Let's go through one of them over here. Granted, that might not be that indicative because they could always have it where the animation is different for this one in specific. I'm not sure how reliable that would be. Wait, one sec. Let's lay down here first. Oh my god. No, I should do it from here. Where are you? Aha! I have put it in the sky! And that's how you cheat. And that, kids, is how you cheat. Yay! Do you anything with Acer the stack coming anytime soon? Not that I'm aware of. Yeah, not that I'm aware of. One second. Let's look at this. No. That one might be good. That might also be good. What? Sunshine? On my Moonlight altar? It's more likely than you think. Alright, there we go. Alright. There's those mushrooms. God, there's more of you guys than I remember. It does go through me. And rock. Definitely solid rock. So it could be a comet. Alright. Let's go back to ×5. I think that's all the shots I need for above ground here. Because I have shots of the tower. Right? The only shots I don't have are of the turtle spirits that we can... Oh my god. Hello? There we go. Oh my god. There we go. Like, please, let me shift tab out of Steam. I beg you. I've left one of you alive. I would love a shot with all three of these guys. I do need... eventually, I do need to get a character to the Moonlight Altar. I don't know which character or if I have to create a new character just for that, but eventually we need to do that. Because this ain't it, Chief. It's probably Comet Shard, then? I think so. I could also use a shot of the Red Wolf of Radigan in front of sorry, I was about to say the Three Sisters, but basically, you know, the Three Sister Follies. Right. Yeah, so you got the pine tree, the conifers here. And naturally the conifers over here. A few of them over at the Moon Noble ruins, right? You know what? I'm thinking maybe the lunar estates were divided between where the nobles worked and where they lived. Now, which is which would be hard to say, but that would explain why there are two separate towns, but they're all part of the same, you know, Moon Noble ruins, right? Or as the localization loves to put it, the lunar estate, right? Let's see. Yeah, that would explain it. So it'd be like those who actually were working, you know, trying to advance sorcery research are like, oh my god, there's dragons attacking us over at our homes or whatever, and then they kind of can flee around and escape, whereas their families and stuff get, you know, killed. You could use which has what loot in the basements, as I think each Minor Ruins has... Oh, that's true! Because this one has the basement with the... Yeah, so this would have to probably be... Yeah, this one has the basement with the talisman and stuff in it. That would be, you know, one of those you know, the Godfrey talisman, right? One has Smithing Stone, the other has Blue Amber Medallion. Oh, but oh wait, you're saying both of them have a basement? Oh. That actually makes a whole lot of sense. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to include that. Yeah. So you have one. If one has a basement with the Amber Medallion in it, then that one has to be the living quarters, right? Yeah. I don't remember if it was behind the seal or not, because it could have been that the smithing stone was kept behind the seal. This one used a key, yeah, for sure. I'll have to look that up later. Basement. No basement here. Yeah, there's a basement here, though. Yeah. I think the other one's protected by an illusion. Yeah. Which is normal, because the illusions are also... again, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I think the illusions are limited to Moonfolk ruins, Moon Noble ruins, the King's Realm ruins, the Three Sisters with the basement to Celavis's thing. Are there any others? I think those are it. That seems to be strictly like a Karian protection thing. I don't remember there being one in Lascar. Don't recall, yeah. Grand Lethodectus. There's the moon. The moon gate. Oh, it's called Royal Moongate. Oh yeah, I'll be honest. I need to look at grace points more often, because that would save me some trouble. Yeah. The Royal Moon Gazing Grounds. I'm gonna have to keep that. Yeah, okay, so I've got some stuff to include. I gotta include the Royal Moon Gazing stuff. Gotta look at the details on how the ruins are divided and what items are in which, right? Come on. School classroom, yeah. Debate parlor. Church of the Cuckoo, we recall. Royal Lucaria, Main Academy Gate. Alright, so anything else specific to Caria that I want to include? Maybe the tunnel? I can't believe they're including Sacred Relic Sword. That's gonna be wild. I get that it's like, you know, no context. Actually, I also want... I think we should switch characters for this one. I get that they, you know, you're not gonna get the context and stuff, but still, it's crazy to me where it's like, ah, yeah, here's the left god sword. It's like, geez. Spoilers much? Alright, where the hell did I put myself? Oh, right here. I think this is where we ended last stream with this character. So something like this. There we go. Oh, you can actually look at their item descriptions at the training grounds. Oh, as in the item descriptions of the weapons and stuff? Is that part of the codex, or? Alright, something like this. Uh-huh. The menu where you select stuff to train with has item descriptions, yeah. Oh, okay. Are they the same as in Elden Ring, or are they still, have they actually changed up what the items and stuff say? Does it have class starting items though, unfortunately, at least in the network test? Ah, I see. Maybe that's gonna just be codex stuff. Nah, I want to reset. That guy was in a good position, and I ruined it! Exactly the same as far as I could tell. That's gonna be interesting. Considering that you're gonna have a lot of items which will just straight up spoil stuff if they get included in the... in that. Huh. There we go. Uh-huh. The codex in the network test was just tutorial messages, basically. I see. I wonder how that's going to change. If, like, the item description thing is going to, like, be simplified or changed up. Because, again, oftentimes these network texts use a lot of placeholders and stuff. So it makes sense to just use the original Elden Ring descriptions as the placeholders and things like that. And then they're going to replace it with the actual text as they, you know, get closer to the gold version of the game, right? Or at least for the day one patch. Since that's now the norm. Yay! We love our video game industry. There we go. Doesn't look like I've killed the boss here. No, I have. Damn. 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 The Crystallians are dead. Uh-huh. Alright. No Crystallians here, Sag. Because we have to go in for another character then. I guess we just go down the conga line. I think I've even been to the tunnel in this character. Oh, I most certainly have not. America's Hammer special effect was it does the litany of proper death on heavy attack, which I assume would be an attempt at making making the Radigan attack. Yeah, I can imagine. Makes sense to me. No, I need to go a little farther. There we go. Well, you could argue that America developed the incantation after Godwin. I mean, that's true. That's certainly true. But I think what you said beforehand makes more sense to me. So they don't have to bother trying to actually, like, you know, create a player version of that animation. The shot I got had the chest closed, right? Before? I think I did. Oh well. Let's focus on what we're here for, which is the boss. There we go. Uh-huh. Wait, it's just the one? Huh. I'll be honest, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting this. And the Relic Sword's passive is the power of the Redmane / power of the Redmane King. I don't remember which exactly. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'll be honest, I think a lot of that's probably going to be RNG then. I would not be surprised if it just goes from a list of presets for each weapon on what it could potentially have. It's not necessarily all lore related. Again, I'm expecting this is going to be like a really interesting interesting time for the lore community. You're going to get a lot of really wacko theories for something that's going to really turn out as we look at everything as a whole to be like, nah, this game's just kind of doing whatever. We'll see how what good stuff we can get out of it. No, those are legendary specific passives. Ah, I see. So you're saying that it's always going to be that? There's not, you know, there's not a table of legendary passives it could have? Uh-huh. There we go. You think it's a specific one? Okay. Rodon's great source of passive that makes the last hit with the basic combo do guard equal, so maybe there's something significant there. Though I guess if it has to be red main, the only thing I can think of, or red lion, is that it have to be like a reference to, and this is for America's hammer, right? The only thing I can think of is it's supposed to be like a reference to how both Radigan and Godfrey were her Elden Lords. So you got the red and the lion, right? That's the only thing I could think of. We have several guys just kind of waltzing around here, as I recall. It's a red main because it's Radigan's corpse. That's fun. That'd be funny. I guess you could always take that as like a reference back to like the Misbegotten, right? And when the Misbegotten were like associated with Radigan and they were red lions. And I assumed the Japanese would actually be like red hair instead of red lion, like Radon's stuff. Again, when I hear red main, I assume it would be the red lion, because it'd be weird for me if the localization was inconsistent there. But maybe, it's possible. The only way we can know for sure is when it's actually out and we can do the comparison, right? But yeah, if it is Red Lion, I guess you could also say it's a reference to how Misbegotten were once, you know, considered part of Radigan's thing as the Red Lions, right? With the Leonine version specifically. And that got changed. Yeah, we'll see. If it is something like the red-haired, whatever, that'd at least make it more clear-cut. I still don't know why we have the headless spirit guys doing here, right? Like, I don't understand why that as a practice was being done for these bell towers specifically. And with the Troll Knights. Yeah, we know, buddy. Where's the one? Where's that? There it is. The one Godric banner. The only way I could possibly justify, like, it's very obviously a mistake, right? Like, they were throwing out banner models and they accidentally put down a Godric one, right? But the only justification I can think of is like, oh no, you see, they claimed this from when they were fighting with Godric's forces here in the region, and they brought this back to camp and just put it up there as like a trophy. right? That would be the, if I really wanted to push it and try to make a justification. Though my gut would just be like, you know, this is probably more likely just to be a mistake. Ah, yes, the most obscure lore detail. Actually, I don't remember what are in these chests, so... Maybe you could make an argument. Maybe you can make a lore case. There's a rune arc here, but that doesn't mean much. Why aren't there schizo theories on this? I'll be honest, I think because we're the only ones who've noticed them. I think my stream's the only place that's actually, like, gone to the point of, like, actually seeing it and pointing it out. Because nobody else is going over every, like, little inch of this game and examining every little detail like I've been doing. Though they're sane people. They have real lives. Only schizo is me here. So we got some chests here. I don't remember what are in the chests. And there's our prawn. Whole lot of prawns specifically here. And do you love when things just randomly die? I actually don't know how many troll knights are actually up there. If it's actually like 4 or not. Need to mention that, the night sky unseen, right? Need to talk about making contact with, Nocron via Celia, yeah, and stuff like that. Hey, I am. That makes me wonder. How's it going? Okay, a little tired. Had a good meal, so feeling a little lethargic right now. Nice meaty meal. Uh-huh. Stinking Silver's still alive, I see. Unfortunately, we can't eradicate all of them. They're too deep in infestation. We gotta take our time. Don't worry, the day will come. We are free of their menace. Oh, it's just the grass. That's what I was saying. I was like, what the hell is happening on my screen? It's like, no, that's just grass. That's just grass popping in. Yeah, nothing else Karia really here. I'm curious if I should mention the wolves which surround stuff here. They're low in the red free! Blasphemy. Yeah. Because we have the wolves, which are... They're here, as I recall. They're around the royal ruins. The problem is it's really hard to determine if the wolves are significant or not. Because we have wolf packs, like, everywhere. I think Liurnia has the largest population of white wolves, right? Maybe it does, I don't know. It's also one of the largest areas in terms of pure land mass along the XY axis, right? So that might also contribute to it. It's pretty big. It is definitely a large area. Which is why I'm surprised to say that, there isn't too much in the wider environment for the lore we need for Carians and astrologers specifically. Most of that's going to come when we have to do, Lyurnian Civil War. Some of it's taken up by Lyurnian Wars. Some of it's taken up by Fringe Folk Rebellion. Okay, so I'm obviously very tired still, chat. Oh, fun thing is that the medallion that the Haima Wizards have has a design that's found on the floors of the Academy. Oh, cool! That's neat. You have to remember that for the astrologers in the future. I'm tired, chat, so I think I'm gonna try to get to sleep. Yeah. And then, I don't know what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Maybe we'll do more of this. Maybe we'll do some more, like, HSR before the new patch drops and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. But, like, I think I'm at my limit for this stream for today. I'm tired. Yeah, he's finally sleeping. He's finally sleeping. Hopefully. Anyway, so I'm gonna probably head out. I think I got most of the stuff I really care about. And like I said, I'll try to get the drafts up tonight for you guys. So you guys have two separate astrologers documents, one for Carians and one for the general astrologer history before the Carians. Both of them are gonna be, I don't know if astrologers is gonna be as long as Carians will end up being, but it's still gonna definitely be at least like a 10 to 15 pager, I think. I don't know if it'll make 20, just because it's more general and broad. So I don't know if there'll be that much more to talk about with characters and stuff, but we'll see. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.